Determine the second derivative of y equals x squared ln 3x plus 5. I'm going to start off by writing that down because it's a long one. I see that I cannot simplify this. So I cannot simplify, and I have two x's which are multiplied. There's only one term, which means there's a product. This is x squared times. So I'll have to use my product rule to find my first derivative. So my first derivative, dy dx, I'm going to use the following. I'm going to say this is u, and I'm going to say that this is v. And I'm going to say if u equals x squared, then the derivative of u equals 2x. I'm going to say if v equals 3x plus 5, no, that's a lie. If v equals the ln of 3x plus 5, then the derivative of v equals the ln of something is 1 over that something multiplied by the derivative of that function. And the derivative of 3x plus 5 is 3, so I multiply by 3. So that is my derivative. Now my product rule, so my first derivative u equals the derivative of the first one, second one, plus the derivative of the second one, first one. Derivative of u is 2x, v equals the ln of 3x plus 5, plus the derivative of v is 3 over 3x plus 5, multiplied by u, and multiplied by u means x squared. That's the first derivative. For the second derivative, I have now go and derive each one of this. Now I've got two terms, and I have to look at the first term over here and the second term over here. To look at the first term, I have again a product, so I'll have to apply the same principle here. I can't simplify this because I've got two terms at the bottom. So in this case, I'll have to use my quotient rule. Okay, so I'm going to use my product rule on the first one, quotient rule on the second. I'm going to use different colors just to quickly show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call this m, and I'm going to call this one n, and I'm going to say if m equals 2x, then the derivative of m equals 2. If n equals 3x plus 5, no, it's not 3x plus 5. It's the ln of 3x plus 5. Then the derivative of n equals, and we've done it at the top, 3 over 3x plus 5. Okay, so that is for that part. So if I can say the second derivative of y, the second derivative of y, or d square y over dx square, then it will be, again, for the first part, it will be the derivative of m multiplied by n plus the derivative of n multiplied by m plus whatever's happening in the second part. Derivative of m is 2, n is the ln of 3x plus 5, plus the derivative of n is 3 over 3x plus 5, multiplied by m, which is 2x. So multiply that by 2x, gives us 6x. Multiply by 2x will give us 6x square. Will give us 6x square. So this will be 2 ln of 3x plus 5 plus 6x over 3x plus 5. Don't forget to do the other parts. I just want to change my colors to this one, and let's go with purple. In the second part of my second, this is u, and I'm going to call this v. And I know we already have u and v. Let's call it, let's call this L, wrong color, yeah, let's call this L, and we'll call this M. Okay, so if I have L equals 3x squared, I need to more space, sorry. I'm going to say if L equals 3x squared, then the derivative of L equals 6x. If, why is the different color? Sorry, people. If L equals 3x squared, then the derivative of L equals 6x. If M equals 3x plus 5, then the derivative of M equals 3. And now I'm going to say plus, and I'm back over here. So I'm back over here. The derivative of that will be the derivative of the top, which is L, derivative of the top multiplied by the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom times the top divided by M squared. That equals, well, not equals, that's plus. Derivative of L is 6x multiplied by M. M is 3x plus 5. Minus the derivative of M, which is 3, times L, which is 3x squared, divided by the bottom squared, which is 3x plus 5 squared. Just going to do you a favor and just move this down a little bit. This is then plus. If I simplify that, 6x times 3x, expand the brackets, that gives us 18x squared, plus 5 times 6 is 30x, minus 3 times that is 9x squared, divided by 3x plus 5 squared, and I'm just going to simplify lastly and say that is 2 ln 3x plus 5 plus 6x over 3x plus 5 plus 18x take away 9x is 9x squared. So we have here 18x squared minus 9x squared is 9x squared. I'm going to take out x as a common factor because I can. That will leave me with 9x plus 30. I actually couldn't take out 3x as a common factor. That will leave me with, sorry, oh, people, I'm struggling. What I'm going to do, sorry, I'm going to take out, I just want to save time by taking shortcuts. 18x squared take away 9x squared is 9x squared. So I'm going to take with 9 and 30, I'm going to take out 3x as a common factor. 3 goes in 9 3 times, so I'm going to be left with 3x. 3 goes in 30 10 times, divide by 3x plus 5 squared. And that will be my second derivative.